Okay, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make your own position shake. The method works for any version, and I actually have two clips with zoom in and zoom out. So I'm going to explain the more simple way to do this, and then I'll progress to the different other ways. So this is the first way, and it's just using the actual clip. And because I have two blur mode curves for a zoom out and a zoom in, I'm gonna click on the first one. You can also drag a new blur mode curves in if you just wanted like a separate one for position shake. I just use the first one so I can just animate the rotation, X shift and Y shift. Now we're just going to use the rotation first just to show you if you just wanted like a rotation shake. You usually keep the values below 10 and you switch between a positive value like +2 and then to a negative value to -2 or something. So right now I'm going to start off with -1. So the more keyframes you do, the more bouncy it's going to be basically. So the one I usually use is -1 to 1, like before the middle, because the middle's like here. I want to do it before, maybe like this. And then I go all the way to the end and put it as 0. So it's like -1, 1, then 0. And then I highlight all of them and change them to smooth fade, because that's basically just easy ease. Right now, it's a very small like position shake right now. And you can't tell because it's just a rotation. And I'm going to add it on the other clip as well. So this is just one form of a position shake. I'm going to do the opposite value. So for the first keyframe it's going to be 1, and then the second one it's going to be -1. So you're not going to do the same method every position shake. A lot of the time it's different each time, because I'm not going to do the same things, it's just going to turn out so repetitive. So this is just with rotation. Obviously it's not much right now, but you can still see some of it. And now I'm going to add like a Y shift if I wanted to. So the Y shift is what makes it go up and down. And I'm going to start off with -10. So you don't really want to go above like 10 again. Maybe 20, actually, yeah, maybe 20. But I see a lot of people like exaggerate to 180. And then we go down to like 50. Then all the way at the end. So you can use like 2 keyframes like this. But if I did this much value, this is what it's going to look like. So I suppose it would work if you wanted to do like a daddy shake, I think. But like, it's just too much in my opinion. So I'm going to lower it to about -20, 30. Something like that. That looks a lot better to me. Yeah, then I'll keep it to just 2 keyframes, because if I changed it to 3, and I'm not going to put it in the same position as the rotation because you want it to always be moving, and put this to 0 and drag it to the end. If I did that, it doesn't look bad. It's bouncing, but I don't want it like that. You could drag it closer as well. There's no like rule, like you just experiment till you get something you like. So that's like a bouncy shake right there. I don't know if you can see it, so I'll just bring the preview up a bit more. Like that. But I'm just going to keep it as 2 keyframes. So it's like a very small shake. Smooth position shake. And then I'm going to go on the second clip and do the same thing. So I'm going to get my rotation. I'm going to start off as a negative. And then, well, actually, because I was going to do the same method where it's just 2 keyframes, but this time I'm going to make it go positive here, which makes it go downwards. And then over here, a little bit past the rotation, change it to a negative, And there we go. See how this looks. So this is like a bounce. Because it's going from down to up and then to down again. I could change it to like, so it's all the way in the middle. See how that looks. So this is like a very bouncy shake. You could use that for vibe if you wanted to. But if you don't want it like bouncy, you could just use 2 keyframes and it will go like this. It's just a small shake, and I might move the rotation over just a bit. That's better. And now if I put these two together, it's a lot smoother, in my opinion. And then you can also, if I only recommend this on zoom ins, do like an X kind of shake, kind of like flobby. So you'd put the first keyframe as a positive, like a very small positive, like positive 10, 17 or something, and then go to a negative so it goes in this direction. Then smooth fade, and then don't go all the way to the end this time. You can, actually. It really depends how much you want this X shift shake to like last. But I usually go a couple keyframes before the end. So it's like a flobby kind of thing. And then if you wanted to drag all the way at the end so it lasts like this. And drag it over if you wanted to. Or, if you didn't want it to bounce but you wanted it to come from the corner anyway, you can just make it 2 frames exactly like the Y shake. Which right now is kind of giving a Sanchez shake, if I increase the rotation. Right now. And then if I moved it back. Kind of similar. So it's just experimenting, and then if you didn't want the rotation to be so bouncy, again, just make it 2 frames. Or, if you wanted the rotation to be very bouncy, you could add like 4 of them if you wanted to. For example, if I went like this, and then went like 0.5, and then 0. Yeah, it'd be a bit more bouncy. So it honestly depends on you, and there's no like specific way to do it. Just obviously don't add a bunch of keyframes like this, because then it just looks kind of stupid. This like bounce, like it doesn't make any sense. So anyway, this is like the first way to do it, which is just on your blur curves. Whereas like some people who want it to be kind of like smooth, like a daddy style, or like Vispa or something, there's a different way to do that. So you would like either insert an adjustment track here, or you would just put blur curves on the actual track. I prefer using adjustment tracks just because I think it's a lot easier. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So if I go to blur curves here, and then I dragged it onto the adjustment track. So if I just do Y shift and X rotation, it's going to take me over, like this is the whole entire track here, like all the way out. So it can sometimes pop out and be annoying, but I want it to start all the way at the start, because this tracks the entire thing like this. Because it's on the track, so I'm going to start here and go 1. And now if I just drag this away, I'm gonna count how much I want it to go over the videos, because it's going to go on every single clip and not just one clip. So I'm going to go like 6 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Change this to -2. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, actually, I might do till like the end here. So like 10 frames, so I'm gonna go 1 again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. -1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. And then 0 at the end. So you can see the keyframes already placing themselves. So I can make this bigger. No, yeah, there is, like this. And now I'm gonna do the Y shift. So I'm gonna start off as positive like 30. And then I'm gonna go... So just to explain, usually there's like a gap between the clips when they start, so the movement is already starting before the clip even starts, which is why it's so smooth a lot of the time. Okay. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sounds good. Let's put it to minus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Obviously, you don't have to do this for like a whole half an hour. You can copy and paste once you've got your like desired effect. What I mean is, like, you can just select both of these, of rotation and shift Y, and then hold shift, and it selects all of them. You can copy it, and literally just paste. So if I... hold on. Well, you can just select all of them, and then hold control so it copies, and then it automatically goes like this. Which is nice. And then everything's like automatically moving. So I'm just going to select all of them and right click and make them a smooth fade. And then I'm just going to play the clips with the shake I put on. Oh, that's not playing to the end. And you can kind of see the position shake. There's a solution for that. Obviously it's not a very good position shake because I just rushed it, but yeah. So to make it so you can't really see the motion tile, you just want to zoom in the actual clip on the blur curves, either on the adjustment track, or if you're on a higher version, you can do the position shake separately on the adjustment event, which is on SCP-21. Yeah, you don't have to zoom it in if you just did it on blur curves. So I'm just gonna zoom it into 9.7. So you can see it's zoomed in the tiniest bit. And then black bars also help hide it as well. And that's just how you create your own position shake. It's very simple, it takes a lot of practice, but once you learn like keyframing and stuff, you're all good, so I hope this helped.